Oak. And dry as a bone. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
Ale.
Ugh, stinks of vomit. No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Ugh, just a broom.
Jesus Christ be praised.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times.
God grant you help.
Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death.
Damn, ink.
Right, I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak, then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Sir, people don't murder each other for no reason. They murder mostly for revenge or profit. And Musa had no motive. Why would he want to? He has an infirmary full of stabbed people. He doesn't need another one.
Maybe that's exactly what bothered him. Get rid of the commander, and the troops won't go into battle, so there won't be any wounded.
I don't think you believe that yourself, sir.
But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow crept up on Chertan in the night and tried to kill him. And others would no doubt have ended the same, because Crow is an enemy mercenary.
What bilge? I've known the man for years, sir.
He made it all up. Where's the evidence?
I don't need any proof, I just know. Crow is the murderer.
You just know, do you? How convenient. But unlike you villagers, we lords like to have things de jure. So, the next time you have some foolish conjecture, keep it to yourself. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow helped carry Chertan. He must have poured it down his throat on the way.
Sir Musa, did you see anything like that?
No, sir. It was not even possible. We had enough trouble carrying Shetan.
Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! You're wasting my time here. You don't know anything. Luckily for you, the king's principal concern is that the camp remain calm. That is more important than justice.
So, what do you suggest, sir?
You can't have Musa killed. He's an innocent man.
Maybe he is, but that's not even that important. The main thing is that he is valuable to the king.
But we have to punish someone. Well, before the Cumans find out.
Point at someone, and I'll happily convict him.
How about that jumped-up rat who's been falsely accusing everyone?
What? You can't do that!
Oh, yes, we can, lad. You'll see. Sir Grossoff, muster the men. It's time they had some entertainment.
Oh, that's Valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Nails? Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. I'd like to ask a couple of questions about Chertan's murder.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it to you now. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it. I don't want anyone to know about it.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
You just went off to have a nap.
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all.
Nails.
God grant you health.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Well, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary. Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here.
better watch out for me. Got it?
Greetings. I'm glad we have people like you keeping watch after dusk. My respects.
Thanks.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with kiss of death. Or was he?
Greetings.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions.
I have a couple. Go ahead.
Where were you when Chertan was...
Where do you think?
You just went...
No, when something like this.
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade. And when the two guards found Chertan, they ran to get me.
Hold on. The two guards said otherwise. They said they found Chertan and were discussing what to do when you turned up. By yourself.
Is that what they said? It's possible. I can't remember now. It all happened so fast. And anyway, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Maybe I heard them and went to see what was going on.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me what really happened?
I'm telling you the truth. Look, I like the fact you don't just sit around on your ass like all the others, and maybe we'll be pals one day, but only if you stop getting up my nose.
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good idea to keep that kind of stuff safe. If it blew up, the whole place would be blown to smithereens. And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it. Folk are like magpies.
Oh, except for you, the crow.
Very droll. Never heard that one before. Aye, but now I'll ask you something. Who do you think did it?
Well, it's too soon to be certain. So everyone is a suspect. To tell the truth, there's something about your story that doesn't feel right.
My story? Fuck. Henry, why would I want to kill Chertan?
I don't know. I'm just saying that everyone is a suspect.
Well, you better be fucking certain before you try landing me in the shit. Got that?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No, and get off my back.
Look, either you tell me everything, or I'll go and get Cats and we'll do it the hard way. It's your choice.
Christ, no. Don't go anywhere. What was it you said?
You know something about the murder, don't you?
Maybe a little, but I don't want word to get out, all right?
Why would anyone kill Chertan anyway?
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store, but Chertan turned up, so he had to kill him.
In the ammunition store? What would anyone be doing there?
Trying to blow it sky high.
What? What good would that do anyone?
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It'll start in Italy, I hear, and it'd come in very handy if someone gave the king a setback before that. He'd lose allies there, and here his camp goes to shit. There's sure to be dozens of saboteurs all over the empire, just like the one here.
I should probably report you. Well, I've got a much better idea. Let's say I'm not a great supporter of Sigismund. What if we were to help each other out?
That doesn't sound bad. Let me finish my work. We can put the blame for Chertan's murder on Grozav. I can't stand that fucker anyway.
What, accusing an innocent man? But he'll be executed.
Better him than me. So, can we make a deal?
But there's one condition. The storeroom doesn't blow up until we set off for Sedlets. I need that cannon of yours.
Ah, so that's why you're here. All right, I can arrange that. I'll prepare a long fuse and light it just before departure. With a bit of luck, we'll be long gone when it blows up. But first, we have to get rid of Grozav. I have a poisonous plant here. Put it in the chest in his tent, and at the trial, we'll say he used it to poison Chertan.
That won't be necessary. I've been in his tent, and he already has a couple of poisonous plants there.
Really? Christ, there's more to him than meets the eye. All the better for us, though. Oh, and don't try to double-cross me. Got that?
Don't think I can't see you.
Hail Mary.
I'm convinced he took that game. It was Ji-sung Park and Rooney in the wide areas.
맨유의 레전드 게리 네빌이 당대 최강 바르셀로나를 무너뜨렸던 비밀 전술을 털어놓았다. 그 비밀은 바로 수석 코치였던 카를로스 케이로스의 전술이라고 밝혔는데, 케이로스는 맨유 수석 코치로서 어떤 전술로 당시 최강 바르셀로나를 제압했을까?
Carlos comes in and it was a massive culture shock for me. But I'm taking you to 2008. We're playing Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League. This was a team that was like electric. Man United with Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez, Giggs, Scholes. It was like literally, we were blasting everyone away. Yeah. He said, this is a different game, right? And he sat us behind the ball, 5 yards outside our own box, in a 4-5-1, We put Ronaldo up front, he put Ronaldo up front, and I'm convinced he took that game. It was Ji-sung Park and Rooney in the wide areas, and we kept a clean sheet against Barcelona for 180 minutes. The year after, to Rome, and we try and take them on punch for punch, we get hammered. We attack it one at Wembley 2 years, we get hammered. I'm convinced he took that game. It was Ji-sung Park.
와, 아니 이런데 이렇게 의자도 이렇게 있어.
사람들이
받아봤던 투수 중에 베스트다.
넘버원은 1998년도 때 내가 한국 아시안 게임 나갔을 적에 박찬호 선배가 넘버원이었지. 불펜에서 볼을 받아주고 있는데 피칭 한번 받고 나면 이 손이 여기가 이렇게 부어 있었어. 우리 야구인들 말로 대가리 쳐들고 온다고 공이. 낮은 것 같은데 한가운데 들어오는.
일반인의 배트 스윙에 분노하는 이대호인데
라인 드라이브 시도로 연습하는 겁니다.
대학 동아리 선수인데
실마시기.
That's a really good ball for Son, who's got it. Oh, his Slowics have been erased.
예. 자, 슬쩍 보고 1476인 것 같아. 게이트.
전에 드래곤볼의 아버지죠. 도리야마 아키라 선생님이
전기 설계 업무 하고 있어요.
그럼 직장에서 이제 부장급
이사. 예.
그럼 임원 되시는 거예요?
네.
현 직장에서만 30년 아닐 것 같아요.
한 3군데 정도 옮겼어요.
연봉 수준도 좀 궁금하거든요. 7천억. 7천과 8천 사이.
네.
한 달에 그래도 한 400 이상 돈이 들어올 텐데 가장 지출 항목이 큰 곳이 어딜까요?
먹는 데 제일 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. 요즘 외식을 많이 하니까 또 술 한 잔씩 하고.
회식도 좀 많은 편인가요?
네, 그렇죠.
보통 이사님이 주최를 하시겠어요, 그렇죠?
그러기도 하고. 전기 설계 업무 하고 있어요.
그럼 직장에서 이제 부장급. 어떤 일 하고 계신 거예요?
고무 검사.
듣기로 가족기업 사장님들은
사출 성형업체 거의 한 20년 됐어요.
지금 40대
예,
라고 주변에 이제 40대 동료분들이 좀 많은 편일까요? 아니면 요즘에 점점 없어지고 있을까요?
보면은 그 젊은 사람들이나 이런 사람들이 별로 없어요. 나이 드신 분들을 좀 많이 다시 충원하거나 재입사하는 경우가 많아요.
오히려 뭐 50대 이상 재입사하시기도 하고.
예. 현장은 과반이 동남아 쪽.
그럼 같이 일하시는 분들 중에 외국인 분들도 있고.
아니 그러니까 현장
현장 안에서.
제조직이죠. 예.
그럼 지금 20년 차 정도 된다고 하셨으니까
예.
어느 정도 연봉을 받는다고 보면 될까요?
전에는 다른 데 좀 있다가 좀 큰 데 있다가 옮긴 건데요. 한 6천 정도.
그럼 적은 금액은 또 아닌 것 같은데.
아니요, 적죠. 왜냐면 전에 직장에서 돈을 깎여서 오는 거죠. 빨리 일할 자리를 찾다 보니까. 사출 성형업체.
어떤 일
여태까지 모아놓은 자산이 있다면 어느 정도예요?
2억을 목표로 했는데 그거에 한 100배 자산이 되는 것 같아요.
그럼 사업 몇 년 하셨던 거예요?
50년 했어요.
힘들지 않으셨어요?
어려운 뭐 IMF니 2008년
75.
지금 돌아보면서 제일 후회되는 점이 있다면 한 가지 어떤 게 있을까요?
젊은 시절에 그 우리 75.
사회생활
70. 빌딩 총괄해서 관리하고 있어요.
지금 정년 퇴임하시고 지금 이 일을 새로 하시는 거죠?
그렇죠.
그럼 원래는 어떤 일 하셨었어요?
공무원 생활했죠.
마지막 연봉이 어느 정도였어요?
7,500 정도?
보통 정년 끝나고 그냥 쉴 수도 있는 거잖아요. 일을 하시는 이유가 있어요, 선생님 혹시?
돈도 벌면서 시간도 보내고 용돈이 생기니까 가족들한테 좀 더 혜택이 되고 또 생활이 좀 여유가 생기죠. 70.
선생님도 혹시 그 연금 받으세요?
당연히
얼마 정도 받으세요, 요즘?
154만 원.
그럼 월에 한
57년생이에요. 정년.
지금 여태까지
한국에 8년 됐어요. 여기 회사에
저는 40대거든요. 그동안 군인 생활을 하셨던 게 한
39년 6개월이요.
어느 정도 모으셨어요?
아파트 하나 있고요.
시세가 요즘 어느 정도예요?
한 뭐 7, 8억 정도요. 그다음에 이제 자녀들 출가할 때 조금씩 도와주고요. 그리고 나머지 이제 뭐 물론 연금 받으면서 또 지금 생활하고 있으니까 뭐 생활하는데 크게 문제되는 건 없죠.
와, 그럼 자녀분도 도와주시고 하면 한 10억 이상을 또 모으신 거네요. 어떻게, 그렇죠?
따지고 보면 그렇게 되겠죠.
그거를 어떻게 모으셨어요? 그냥 월급만 저축하지는 않았을 것 같은데요?
월급은 뭐 그렇죠. 조금씩 이제 모은 거 있고 그 외에 이제 경매를 조금 했었어요. 옛날에 IMF 그 시기에 자기 잘 아는 지인을 만나서 그때 조금 도움이 된 것 같아요.
어떤 일을 하셨어요?
군생활을 오래 했고요. 그 다음에 이제 끝나고 나서는 예비군 지휘관을 했고요. 그리고 나서 이제
소아과고요. 23학번이라 4학년.
지구과학교과 1학년.
경제학부고.
경영지원 쪽이 취업이 진짜.
약학과 1학년입니다.
그럼 서울대 콩문과 올 정도면 혹시 고등학교가 일반계인가요? 아니면 그
저는 일반고였습니다.
전교에서 그 몇 등, 한 1등 정도 해야만 올 수 있는 거죠?
저는 2등이었어요.
전교 1등은 어디 가셨어요?
1등은 연세대 의대.
그럼 그때도 의대에 대한 좀 고민을 안 하셨어요?
있었죠. 컴퓨터공학부 3학년.
수리과학부 2학년입니다.
역사학부 3학년.
어때요? 실제로 해보니까 공부를?
좋은 것 같아요. 제가 막